and you are staying safe. In today's video, I'm sharing with you how I put together this simple and amazing jollof rice recipe that is Christmas perfect, and I know you are going to love it once you try it on. So let us get into this recipe without wasting much time. Here I start by first putting a clean saucepan on fire, and then I add oil. To that I add onions, peppers. This is bell peppers. You can use any one that you have, carrots, and then fresh tomatoes that I have deseeded. Now I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of salt to that, and then some rosemary to it. What I'm doing right now is that I'm just going to stir fry these veggies until they are translucent or they are caramelized. So here it is. At this time, I'm going to just take them out of the oil. Set it aside and then allow it to cool. Add more oil to the remaining oil, and then add some curry powder and anise powder to it. Fry it for about a minute or two and go in with your tomato paste. I will make sure that I write what I'm using in this recipe for you, so please check. Now I'm going to fry this tomato paste for about 20 minutes. So after 15 minutes of frying it, I went in with my bay leaves and some seasoning. So I'm using beef seasoning for this recipe. You can use any seasoning of your choice. I fried it for additional 5 minutes, and then I add in my blended spring onions, ginger, garlic, pepper, and then rosemary. As I said, I will make sure that I write everything down for you. So now fry this for about 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. And after that, I add in our stir-fried veggies, which I blended. So I blended the stir-fried vegetables, and then I brought it back in. Now make sure that you keep an eye on your stew to prevent your stew from burning. Yeah, you don't want to have a bitter jollof rice. This is about an hour after I add in the blended vegetables. I tasted for seasoning and then I adjusted it. Now I'm going to cook this down for about 20 more minutes, or until my stew is perfectly done. Here we are, my stew is done, and then I divided it into two, and I'm adding in my washed rice. So I'm using jasmine rice for this recipe. You can use any rice of your choice. Add in a little bit of salt and then all-purpose seasoning just to season your rice. Yes, so I'm just stirring everything in, and then I'm going to toast this rice on a medium heat for about 20 minutes. So this is 20 minutes later, and then I just came back and I'm just going to turn my rice. Yes, I'm turning it. Don't be too vigorous on the rice. You don't want to break your grains. After that, add in your stock. So I'm using beef stock for this recipe. You can use chicken stock, vegetable stock, beef stock, any stock, or even water. So what I did is that I'm just going to just stir it together, and then I'm shaking my pan to make it even. I covered it and make sure that there's no air, and I'm going to steam this rice on a low heat. My stove is up to 9, and then I'm steaming it on 2.5. So every 20 minutes I will just come and then I will turn the rice. Guys, this is by far one of my favorite ways of making my jollof rice, and it always turns out great. I know when you give this recipe a try, you are going to just love it. So this is the second time that I'm checking on this rice, and just look at it. We are steaming the rice. As I always say, make sure that you know the kind of rice that you are using for your jollof rice. My rice was a new crop, so I didn't need a lot of water. So this is it. This is the third time that I checked, and then my rice was all done. Look at the grains, and my God, the aroma is just amazing. So here we are, our Christmas perfect jollof rice. It's all done, and then we are going to serve our plate. I paired mine with some coleslaw, shito, and some amazing fried fish that was really juicy and lovely. We love it, and I know if you give this a try, you are going to love it. Merry